Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Order submitted.
Hey, what's up, D AAA?
Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order fi- Order filled.
See if we can't get a little push back up here. How was your day? It was pretty good. Kind of got trapped in a long at this open, so hopefully I can kind of get out of it. We shall see. Let me check my accounts real quick. I'm gonna hide you guys for a second. See if we can't get a little higher push. Next target is VME. VWAP's at 78. Hope we can at least get to 74. 5. No, long, sadly. But we'll see. We could get a little recovery here, maybe. Maybe. Oof.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oh, shoot. I put more contracts on than I wanted to. Fuck.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order cancelled.
Alright, get a nice little pump here. There's a lot of orders for resistance coming up though, so eesh. Sup, man?
Order submitted.
Looks like we're trying to build some support here, but just a lot of resistance on the top too.
Order filled. Order submitted.
No bueno. Well, out of that.
Order filled.
Not doing well. Look at my accounts real quick again.
Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled.
Scene 079, 039. Oh, maybe. We could chop around here for a little bit. If we get past 75, I think we push up here.
Order submitted.
See.
Order filled.
I think we might push up
Order
here.
filled.
Could just build some support. That could have just been a little dip. Oop. Off open. Broke that at 70, 75. Some support on Bookmap at the 70 level that was acting as resistance. Hopefully we don't dip right down here.
Order filled.
Looks like we're gonna roll right over and go short. Strong sell, unfortunately. Hmm.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Looks like it was just a dip, and it's a 5-minute chart. Just wicked down. Some buyers came in.
Order filled.
Nice little push. We're gonna fail. I'm gonna get out.
Order filled.
There's a lot of order resistance at the 75-ish level, so I just got out. I figured we were gonna go down. Ooh, looks like a bunch of orders just got taken off the level 2. I don't know. Getting a little push here. I don't know if we'll be able to. Well, I don't know. Will we push back up into the 80s, 90s? Or will we break down? Looks like we might break down here.
Order submitted.
But my order did not get filled. It would have been a nice short. It would have been 10 points if it would have got filled, but I don't know if I want to short here. It's the problem.
Order canceled.
Hey, how's it going? Pro fast guy. Looks like we might be building support for a long, but you could kind of get trapped either way. We might break down again. Try
Order
this, if
submitted.
it can fill. Oop.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Looks like it's gonna go short here. Just kind of looks like we're in a wedge though, so how much we're gonna get might not be much. was done at 9:43. Then MOC jacked up my top step and disappeared the charts with an order. Got back up running. Took 200. I'll send Indium. Okay. The wedge never ends. I mean, there's always going to be some sort of like wedge. I mean, it just makes sense if you think about it. Come on.
Order filled.
Looked like it was gonna struggle to go lower there. I mean, had my order in a good spot, I think. But I don't. We could start to just grind up a little bit, maybe. There's still a lot of like resistance around that over 70s, 80 level, but we're getting higher lows at the moment. Looks like it. Kind of what I was saying. It's gonna bounce, and I would say our resistance is at 77-ish. Yeah. I mean, not the prettiest looking wedge on the 150. Doesn't really look like a wedge there or there. But on the 5 you can kind of see it here and here. JC Trades, hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I did. I ended up getting back to break even, well, past back break even, but it was a rough night. Not the best trade. I mean, it started off pretty good, don't get me wrong, but yeah, kind of not good. I mean, thankfully it ended up working out, but and if I would have just held on to my trade, it would have also worked, but I definitely needed to get out because it was just going against me, and I put way too much size on. So um, at a certain point, you need to cut completely, and that's what I did. Um, so you were, oh yeah. So yeah, we kind of just hit that 80-ish, 77 zone, and now it looks like we're uh, going down again, maybe.
Order submitted.
We'll see.
Order filled. Order submitted.
It's a little volatile zone right here. Not really the cleanest, but I guess I'm gonna preference the short just because we've been short, but we go to our triangle and maybe we're trying to get a recovery, so something to watch out for. This little ascending wedge, we'll see what it wants to do. Well, wedge, I wouldn't say it's ascending, but bullish falling wedge pattern can break to the upside soon. I am long and planning to add more once breakout happen. Yeah, it, these things can go either way though. Um, it does kind of look like it might want to go long though.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
Let's see. No, I wouldn't full port it.
Order submitted.
Keep getting that like that rejection, and a bunch of orders just came in on the book map. So
Order canceled.
I don't know. Hmm. Looks like that short might be going to work out for you guys, or long, I mean. Ooh, maybe not.
Order submitted.
I don't know. It's just a little choppy zone.
Order. Order submitted.
Hey, what's up, Versa? Still not break that, I would say, 80 level resistance. So yeah, I'm sure. Just try to add one up here just to try to average my position down a few points, but we'll see. I'm looking long now, I think, after that push through the 80s, unless it rejects. And this resistance at 85, not a lot though. Hmm.
Order submitted.
Well, no sell orders up here at the 87.5, but looks like some buy orders just popped on too. So
Order. Order submitted. Order filled.
Maybe we go short here. No, I already am, but it kind of also just looks like it might be a little dip. We'll see. What? It's kind of wacky all over the place. We can like go a little short, or maybe we're just going back to. Well, VWAP's at 71. Regardless of whatever this thing says. VWAP says 76 on here, but mine says 71 on my other computer. 72 now. I feel like only me alone longing, hee hee. I mean, it could work. I mean, we gathered support. If this like kind of channel holds, it's possible. I'm not against it.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Yeah, but I think we have to get past this 90, 95. We might run into a little trouble on the longs.
Order submitted. Order canceled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order filled.
Yeah, this little 90 area could be. Not saying we like go real short here, but I could see a little dip past the 80s and maybe try the 70 level. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, I'm just kind of grinding in this area. Take profit at 90. Why don't you move your take profit to like 87 or something? 88. It's more likely to get filled. 89 maybe. Just a thought. Hmm. So there's support around 81, resistance around 89. We're in that range.
Order submitted.
So do we continue to push up here, or do we go right back down and try the 81 level again? I don't know. I don't know.
Order filled.
Looks like we go try the 81 level. Right back up to 87. Kind of hard. Looks like we're gonna break it though, I think.
Order. Order. Order submitted. Order submitted.
Yeesh.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted.
Looks like some orders came up on the sell side of the level 2. That might have been pushed this little dip down. See how much we can get though. It was looking pretty strong for a second.
Order filled.
I think we're in a chop between 100 and 80 roughly right now. Some orders at the 89 level roughly. Fair bit. Nothing crazy, but yeah, 89. Then not a lot of sell till 92. So we might bounce a little bit between this 92 and 89 level just because there's not much orders there. Looks like they just took a few of them off at 89. So maybe we push through this 88 level. That's where the orders are now. Like there's a 10 block, which isn't huge, but something. Maybe get a little push. Where are EMAs at? We're pretty much at our EMAs. There's one at 84. Maybe we get push that EMA to 84. Let's see what happens off that 84 level. If we can get there. Maybe. I think that would be a decent bet. Getting close to 84, 85. Right where that EMA is at. You can't see it on the screen, but it's there. We'll push down.
Order filled.
Maybe we come right back. I don't know. Get out of this. Probably could have stayed
Order
in it
filled.
actually. Right as I was pushing the button, the market dropped a little bit. But for a second it looked like it wicked up and it was going to just go upwards, and it might, but this candle for a second, we're gonna, if we break this we could go lower, if not we go back up. For a second when it wicked up like that, I thought it was going to go right back up. It would have been a perfect, I'm out of everything at the moment. When it wicked up after it had that dip, it looked like it was the perfect setup for it to recover. Then it bounced down a little bit more, and I don't know, but no, it's I don't know what it's doing. This market's kind of all over the place tonight. I think it goes lower personally, but try one short here.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
I took two and I took one for profit pretty quickly, just because we could just bounce right back. I don't know. One point from filling your long. Wow. It looks like we're going right back down for a second. I don't know if we're going to keep it, but it looks like we're going to go back down. So if you're bullish, we might fill it. I don't know if it'll end up being a good thing or a bad thing for you. No order now. No. Well, it just looked like the market's flipped and now we're maybe trying to go lower. I don't know. Could go either way, so if you're in a position, I would just say maybe try not to make it. If you're in a place to trim profits, maybe do that. I would say as a momentum, that's gonna be hard in Asia at times. Most of the times. Tired. Gotta break that wick to the downside. We're not far from it. Ooh. It's 75. About to break that wick right now. There's really not much orders there. Yes, indeed. I just want to make positive trade while you are on trading. Looks like we just went short. Just one that's not $32 right now. That's my goal. If not tonight, Thursday night. Oh well, that's all I want. Out of my longs. Looks weak now. Yeah, it looks like it just broke down. Um,
Order submitted.
you take that short? Yeah, I was short. I still have one contract left, about to sell it. And then I think I might try to re-enter a little higher, but for now I'm just trying to get out. Maybe I re-enter a short higher again, I don't know. Starting to get a little stronger here, dare I say it? Maybe? Maybe not. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna take it. Could see a little push up here. I'm not sure how much, but there was a lot of orders.
Order
They were
filled.
trying to push the market down, but it didn't really seem like they were able to. So you can kind of see it here. They didn't get really filled, so I don't know what happened to them. But now there's not near as many markets on the. Oh, now they just moved them to the 80s. There's not near as many orders waiting to get filled, so the market could push up a little easier. And that might be what's going to happen right now. So that's kind of an example of I'm not looking to necessarily take the long, but get out of the trade. You could roll over and go right down too, but Profesca, yeah, I took a short. It has two contracts. One I took almost a few points of profit pretty quickly, and then the other one was close to 10, I think. So yeah, push up here now. Oops. This is hard. Like, is this a? That was a pretty strong candle. But this is tick chart too. So, do we go right back up? We broke that candle. Maybe found resistance though.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted.
get a little push here. I like 92-ish roughly. I might change it though. 10 points. There's some resistance at this 85 level, but I think if we can break it, there's a good chance we push to the 90s. We'll probably break past the 90s, honestly. It's a pretty safe bet, I think. We were on the almost 100s, so probably not gonna have a lot of short sellers, hopefully until close to the 95. The 87, there's some orders here, unfortunately, at the 87 level, I think. So we kind of need to get past this 87, 89 level. And then we'll probably get to 92 pretty quickly. And it looks like we might do that right now. Maybe. Maybe. This level could also act as the resistance and we don't get to 92. It's possible. But I think if we can break this level, getting to 92 is pretty reasonable. Maybe too safe if we can break this level. Not a huge fan that there's not really much orders down here supporting the market up at all, but it doesn't mean anything. Just means we could have a violent crash, unfortunately, too. Not as many orders in the DOM. Somebody wants to sell, they can drag the price down pretty quickly. Something to note. Just need to break that 90. I think we go lower at some point tonight. If you look on the 1 hour, 4 hour, even the 30s, we'll have to wait and see what Asia does in 15 minutes. Yeah, I think we definitely could. And like I was just saying, that there's really not a lot of orders on the buy side. Uh, can be a little scary because if somebody wants to take it down, I think they could pretty easily. That was a little wonky, that action right there. Um, his orders kind of moved. Looks like we're going back up for it. Fortunately, the orders kind of moved to exactly where my price target is, but I think we'll be good. They keep moving up. Oof. Come on. Close. Oof. That was kind of what I'm feared. I'm still up on the trade, but that was the little dip right there. But that's kind of my fear with the market we're in right now. That there's just not a lot of buyers supporting the market. If they wanna bring the market down, they can do it quickly. I could see it being a little dip, and then we go right back up to, and maybe even get to my target pretty quickly, just because you dip and come right back. That's kind of a bullish thing. Yeah, or it's gonna fill in a second. Yeah, there we go.
Order filled.
Alright, let me look at the chat for a second. I think we go lower at some point tonight. If you look on the 1 hour, 4 hour, even 30-minute, we'll have to wait to see what Asia does in 15 minutes. Yeah, that might have already started. Um, that's some pretty wild action going on right now, and I think they'll probably take it lower pretty shortly. After that, I have to bounce. I must get more than 6 hours tonight. Same. I need to get some sleep tonight too. I started the Jerry Riggs Everything Candlesticks bar by bar analysis. I don't want to fill that.
Order canceled.
That was close. Is that the guy I posted last night on Discord? I didn't think that was his last name, but maybe it is. Ooh, some good food there, it looks like. Bar by bar analysis, I think it is. Yeah, it must be. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like a lot of his stuff. He's very long-winded, which can be kind of annoying at times, but a lot of times it does help drive the point in that you're kind of getting hammered for like 20 minutes on a topic, which can get exhausting at some points, but it makes you like actually remember it too. So it's good. Um, Bands, what up, bro? Just chilling, trading a little bit. I'm gonna put you guys on mute for a second. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And I brought energy. Which one should I have? I have a retro vibe and peach vibe.
Order
Call me
submitted.
crazy, but I think I wanna go long.
Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted.
I'm doing a lot of funky stuff, moving the orders around. Ooh.
Order filled. Order submitted.
It could be a reversal pattern, I think. Jump down, then come back up, then we go back up, and then we go back down. I don't know. Market's all over the place right now.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Only thing I don't like is there's a lot more sell orders up top, but
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Oof, breaking down. Don't like that. It might not work out.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
So we get a little shoot up right here. Might not have been right on my timing, but it looks like that pop I was expecting to get is about to happen right now. We'll see.
Order filled.
My frozen. Put them in the freezer too long. Take this here.
Order submitted.
Volatility is getting high right here, so I think this short needs to probably, if you are short, unless we really just go crazy short, I think it's going to end.
Order filled.
Look at that, where it looks like we're going to run up, right? Oof, that's wild. Honestly, when we're moving like this in Asia, it's scary. You're gonna little bounce right here. Kind of rejected off that 70. See if we can't come back up. And someone's buying it. Someone's buying this dip, so. Or the market's not selling it, one of the two. Got it?
Order filled.
Got
Order
it?
filled.
Okay, let me catch up on chat, so sorry. Um, hopefully you guys were watching though. Okay. I like both, but too late the day for me. Peach. Oh, what did I have? I ended up having the retro. I didn't hear from anybody, so I just picked. But it's kind of frozen, unfortunately. Um, Holy moly, you in one ear and Tiger in the other. So much different. LOL. Well, yeah, but also like at one point I was down in my trade. Um, but what I thought happened did happen. So like it's kind of what I was saying. Like it's possible for us both to be right at the same time. A lot of trading has to do with how you manage it. So like you can be short, but and it can work out. But if you don't take profits, then like what does it matter? Um, and shorting can be hard too with that. It can be so quick, shorting where the market is at 2380 and then the next second it's at 2360 like that. Like barely had a chance to get in, get out, and then the next second it might be all the way back sometimes. So, and same with the opposite direction. But shorting, I typically find when it does happen, it can happen just extremely fast. It's kind of scary. No, holy my, I'm hitting the sack in an hour, so I'm about to have my finisher for the evening. Fairlife fat-free, milk lactose free, and 5 milligram of creatine. Oh, well, have fun with your creatine. I used to take creatine, not anymore. NQ missed the bounce. Pleased the line at 60, was placing my order, and it took off without me. Yeah, I mean, it can happen. Damn. Just got out of my short there. Don't trust Asia Open. Yeah, I'm not sure when you put that there, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trust Asia Open either. I would just look at the current price action and try to trade off that. Going off of Asia Open can normally fool you, honestly. I feel like the market ends up typically doing the opposite of whatever the Open does on Asia, but um, not always. So I'm still long. Probably would have been a good idea to get out already, but I don't know. It was pretty strong, that bounce, so I wouldn't mind seeing this go like to the 90s or maybe the 100. I take creatine every single day. I work out 6 days a week. Oh, okay, well, yeah, if you're working out. Um, I don't know all about creatine, but from what I've read, it's like probably the most researched supplement for like weightlifting, and it's proven to be pretty good. Some people use it for other things too. I hear like just like what's it called, like nerve stimulation, like just like they think they can think better when they take creatine. I guess there's some studies that agree on that too. Yeah, it's good for your brain. Yeah, I've heard of that. Hmm. So someone was saying something about I'm in one ear tiger and the other one, and basically we're doing the opposite is what the takeaway was. Did Tiger bank some money off that short? like we're getting a little bounce here. Markets has resistance around this 80, probably 5, 4. Support at 67. Hopefully that's not like a double top, go lower. It might be. Like war happening right now between the bulls and the bears. Kind of in a middle zone. One end, if you were short, you have the basis to add in your short. If you're long, you could have the same. Kind of in the middle, so it's kind of scary. We did eventually come down and kind of test support and bounce right off of it, so that's bullish in nature. I like that. Haven't really gotten any higher, but that's a 5-minute rejection. That's pretty strong. As long as we can hold, I like that. What do you guys think about that? Big sell off. Find some kind of find this level, break out through the wedge, retest the bottom, don't break the bottom, and hard rejection up, and maybe we find support here and curl up. Or maybe we just roll back, or we roll back over. You just can't? Why? Uh, Celsius Live Fit. Because of the sugar free and the whatever they use to make it sweet, sucralose or whatever. I'm assuming that's why you don't like it. I mean, I'm not trying to get fat, so I'm gonna drink the sugar-free stuff. And I'm not saying anybody out there is fat. I'm worried about myself. Read the first part of that. Monster Energy, Monster Ultra Rockstar, and Rockstar Sugar-Free Celsius Life Fit. Celsius Heat and Red Bull Zero as bodybuilder. I just can't. I don't know. It's good for your brain. The one before that I see it's good for your brain. If we're talking about the creatine thing, I mean, I get that. I'm just confused with the energy drink thing. How about the new one I just posted? I don't see it, so I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe post it in Discord. I don't know. I don't know if whatever you're posting they're blocking. I don't know.
Order submitted.
Well, you might have posted 3 times, but I still can't see it. I don't know what to say. That's why I said just go ahead and post it in Discord or something, because I can't see whatever you're posting.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
I don't assume that's not it. Oh, I don't drink energy drinks, cuz? That's the first time I saw that, so I don't.
Order submitted.
That there is a new research that reveals energy drinks, the 8 popular ones. I'm sure they're bad for you. I by no means say they're healthy. Or think they're healthy, but they are effective. They do give you energy. They're good at that. Yeah, I don't know. You must not be making YouTube happy. That's just the caffeine. I don't know. I think you made YouTube mad, and that's why it didn't work. I still have 4 characters I can use. Okay. It's a lot of 4-character words. Mm. I'll open it on Discord. I saw your message. Yeah. I don't drink energy drinks because there is new research that reveals energy drinks, the 8 popular ones, tested significantly impairs muscle cell development, 50 to 90% reduction in muscle formation. Well, Google doesn't agree with you, and that is why it would not allow you to post that. So, Google said denied, but it's possible. I don't think it's as severe as that claim is 80 50 to 90%. I think that's a little extreme, but I mean I'm not a scientist, I don't know, but my guess would be that's a little extreme. Four characters I can type before the max allowed to post a comment on YouTube. Oh, okay, wow. But I see you take your muscles very seriously, and um, good for you. How much do you weigh, and how tall are you? I mean, I know that probably one of the biggest things for muscle growth is like just protein and diet intake in general, as well as the actual workouts you're doing. But and then beyond that, it's probably more of a sleep in general. If you're not sleeping, your body's not gonna heal and recover well. So I could see how that could hinder muscle growth more as a byproduct of taking, but not necessarily from the chemical themselves, just as a byproduct of you drink a lot of caffeine and now you don't sleep very much. Good for you. 5'6", though. It's a little short. Just teasing. Is that why you go to the gym so much? Overcompensate for your height? I'm just teasing. pushing up nicely here. A lot of sell orders up here on the DOM. I don't know if we're going to be able to get past that, but maybe. I like how you tell me the exact decimal point of your weight. 153.6. Not 153, not 154, 153.6. I'm in Manlet? I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna read that, but yeah, everyone can read it for themselves. But good for you. Everything on the chart looks fine, bullish wise. I mean, maybe even another wedge of some sorts forming here. Here. I don't know. It's a 3-minute graph. We need to break through this 94, 5. But as long as this candle can hold here on the 5-minute, I don't think it's too bad. I mean, trending up. A dip down, but it looks like rejection. It's roughly where we're at. We're just waiting for it to do something. Back to the charts. Let's make a trade. I have to get off soon. Let's find a trade. Well, there's trades. Is this wedge gonna break up or is it gonna break down? I don't know. But that's what we just formed. Another wedge. Or triangle. I guess that's a a triangle. Not a wedge. But I'm calling it the wedge. Whatever. Is Chris still here? He loves the wedge. Yeah, a little dip here. Thing is, just because we had a little bounce, and maybe not little, but 10 points, still not, doesn't like make me want to like go short. Kind of makes me want to get out of my long, but still don't like see it a good short like yet. Unless you're just going off the basis that we're at this triangle and we think it's going to break down similarly where this break up and then eventually came down, maybe it would just break down. But I'm not like convinced that we go short. I feel like there's a order block of sellers at the top of this triangle um, that we have to push through before we go higher, um, unless they decide to bring us down or buyers don't buy it up, so we go down. Um, but just because there's a bunch of sellers there doesn't mean we have to go down. It just means we might struggle here a little bit before we make it past that zone because there's a lot of people selling for who knows why. It looks like we might be pushing through it right now. Lots of orders coming in. I say that because I was looking at this on a different screen. So big bubble, big bubbles, lots of bigger volume. So it looks like we may be breaking that triangle to the long side and see if we can hold it and get a meaningful push. This 5-minute candle's kind of scary because it's a outside candle. Um, that being said, meaning outside from the previous candle in the same time frame. So whenever you get these outside candles, it's kind of a can signal that the market is going to make a move. Um, I believe how you're supposed to look at that is we have to wait for this candle to close, and then we have to look at for the next candle to give us direction. Um, so we'll see if that setup on whatever happens there works. Same thing on the 3-minute. Shut up now. Oh my gosh. 10 points, 3NQ, that's 600. I could go to sleep. We are height now. Yep, candle by candle. That's just how I play. Yeah. That's the 3-minute, 5-minute. Let's look at the 15. That didn't look right. So we don't have an outside bar on the 15. So, but on the 5, 3, and I mean, I'm not gonna count the 1 because that's the ones in this. So I think the 5:15 is telling us that we either we're supporting this, whatever, or maybe the 5-minute is suggesting if we do break beneath this, we roll back over. Which is kind of my thought. And roll back over doesn't mean roll over a lot. It could just be 60s, 65. I don't know. So now this bar closed basically right in the middle. Perfect doji. Almost perfect. Very small red, so if it was nothing it would be perfect, but I'm gonna say it's neutral. That tiny bit doesn't matter. Doesn't make it bearish or bullish. Market's just sitting. It's not doing anything. It's almost scary. Why is it not moving at all? Moved a little bit. Big order block came up in here. 133 contracts, it looks like, are sitting in that little area. Now they look like they went away.
Order submitted.
The basis of that was if I could have got filled, I probably don't like it anymore. It went away.
Order canceled.
A sweep up to roughly where those orders were. I kind of figured would happen. And it basically did. But I didn't get filled and I didn't chase it, so it's fine. And that is tricky, because that is basically, I think, exactly in the 5 minute the bottom. So talking about this being an outside candle and this candle being our potential direction mover, people might have bought that short, and I'm not sure it is technically. And then there's an even I forget. Oh, I'm looking. There was a big order block on the long side that popped up and then went away. I don't know what these market movers are doing, but for a second, I don't know if you can see it if I zoom in. A large order right here, probably 100 some, popped in and then disappeared, lifted the market up. Who knows what they're doing? They're messing around with it though. Almost to the top of that candle. $75. Yeah, that would have been a decent entry. 75, and you could have had a stop at like 70 or something. 69, 68. I don't know. So, yeah, the basis of this next candle deciding what we didn't really do that because we didn't break out either direction. So that might be a better strategy maybe during New York when the market moves more. But it is it is a known strategy, looking for inside and outside bars. Pretty basic one too, which is nice. There's 60-minute. Looks like we're supporting.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted.
Just hit VWAP, so um, bought a little before VWAP. Probably should have just waited for VWAP, but all's well. And it was an ad, so just looking for 5 points on that ad. I think we're gonna get a little bounce here. Maybe, I hope. It's looking like it. There are EMAs above us on the 1 minute. And they're kind of above us and beneath beneath us on the 5 minute. We're like in between them, which is maybe an interesting point that maybe where the EMAs have led us to this area uh, where they're gonna make a move at some point in either direction. They're kind of coming together um, on higher time frames. The different EMAs, and I mean by that, like the trying to figure out what my EMA is exactly. Looks like that's about to fill. One order filled. I think it's like the 51 and the 13. Like they're starting to. One's kind of high, one's down here. The market's in between, and they're coming together. So, um, yeah, that's interesting.
Order filled.
So I'm back out. That made when I was super zoomed in, that made it look like that 18 contracts was a lot, but it really wasn't. Just took a 45.60 loss. Why? Did you go short? that research was bogus. Not reviewed enough, so it's trash. Just finished the video reviewing my, and see, YouTube knew what it was talking about. It didn't let you post it, or it let you post it, but nobody could see it. Uh, YouTube was onto something. YouTube got AI working, scouring the web, researching all the claims we say. Yeah, that is the hard part in trading. Sometimes we're right, but we don't let things have enough room to work, and we lose because of that. Yeah, well, buying VWAP is not exactly breakout trading. You need 1,000. Well, you're probably not going to see 1,000 order blocks on Asia, 8:47 p.m. There's really not a lot of volume tonight, to be honest. That's decent, I guess. Yeah, and with Nasdaq, you have to be a little. Nasdaq moves more, in my point. So your stop losses have to be wider with Nasdaq naturally, or you'll get stopped out, and then the trade will move in your direction. ES is a little cleaner, but that being said, it's not just gonna wick magically in your direction and then go back to doing whatever it was doing either. So Nasdaq being crazy and volatile can help and hurt um, when it comes to scalping, especially on sim accounts where the orders aren't actually filling, and these low pockets of what's it called? Just like pockets where there's not a lot of orders, the market can move 5-10 points sometimes really quickly. And if it was real accounts, then with real orders, it might be a little more challenging for those to actually get filled. Especially if you're placing like order blocks of like 5 contracts and stuff in a market, maybe not like this, but in an Asia market with not a lot of orders. I always get banded up in the overnight session. I sent my P&L, mark my word, I will send another positive one tomorrow. My goal is to pass the eval by Friday. At least I need that XFA. Banged. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, slow and steady. Don't need to do anything crazy. But now that energy drinks are fine, you can just not sleep and drink energy drinks. Join the club. You guys thinking we go up 20 points or down 20 points? If you think we're going to go up 20 points, put a 1. If you think we're going to go down 20 points, put a 2 in the chat. Yeah, fair. You do need sleep. Oh. Up. Okay, we got 1 for up. Keep in mind, we'll just say we're at 80 right now. So up 20 points would be 100. Down 20 points would be 60. Which one do we think will happen first? Mm. Yeah, we're at about 50 on the hour. That's true. We also have like support on the hour, like low, didn't break it, didn't break the low. I mean, I feel like we're getting support, but I mean, who knows? Here's the 78. Somebody was talking about the other night, and it kind of does look like on the 78 that it wants to curl up. So, we'll see if that actually happens. $2,000 tick. I mean, kind of shows this bottom, tried to bottom, didn't break, but didn't break out to the high side, or at least not yet. So, yeah. 5,000. 5,000 tick kind of shows the same thing. Made a new low, tried to retest it, didn't break it. don't know what is going on with this market right now. Slowly dipping down. Not very exciting.
Order filled. Order submitted.
Well, market's kind of chopping at this level. It's like these orders either went away or they came down at to the 85-ish level, maybe. Probably most of them just went away, or they were turned into market orders, maybe. To 52. I hope not. At least not yet.
Order filled.
Right, got that little scalp filled. That was like 6 points roughly. I don't know if I like the idea of us going to 52. I mean, why would we go all the way to 52 and not fill in 50 since there's a order block right there? I mean, it could happen, but I don't know. Now that these orders went away at 100, the majority right here, I would like to see this reverse back up and just kind of just go right through it. I just don't know if that's gonna happen. It's that big. I mean, it's 89 contracts. It's a decent bubble. Meaning maybe sellers are really trying to push this down, or it's a fairly big bubble and the market's really not coming down. Maybe buyers aren't allowing the market to go down. I mean, down a little, but not much. I'd like to see a little pop here through this to the 100. Big order block there on the 80s, 126. Is that just gonna disappear? My bet is it will. Yep, vanished. Why would they want to short 126 contracts right there? Well, just to scare you. That's it. But just know when people, institutions, whoever does that, large orders, all it takes is for someone on the other side to buy all those up. And whoever did that is in that position. They can't get out. If I go on the computer, type in, well, I can't do it. I can't buy that much, but type in buy 300, boom, that whole order is filled instantly. Blink of a second. I don't know. Do institutions trade at night? I think they have. I mean, institutions use uh, algos and things like that as well to trade. And I'm sure they have people monitoring their positions and things overnight. Um, I doubt they're doing the bulk of their trading at night, but I can't imagine they would just do nothing. Um, the markets move enough at night where they would want to, I mean, at least look at it, in my opinion. They might not trade it every night. It might not meet their parameters for whatever they're looking for on that typical night. But I'm sure they do some stuff. Oh, how much? I don't know. Oh. Institutions don't trade like we trade necessarily either. They're um, Google says yes. Yeah, I'm sure they do. But keep in mind, like large institutions, they can't trade like we trade, where our full position size might be 5 contracts or something, and institution they might be looking to have 20,000 contracts. Obviously, they can't just buy 500 contracts willy nilly, like. Um, so they're looking at certain zones to, buy large orders and to sell huge large orders. Um, not so much this. I'm gonna buy 500 contracts at VWAP. That's not how they're trading, in my opinion. At least not the large institutions. Maybe some hedge funds aren't so big where they can kind of trade more how we would, where they're buying 50 contracts at VWAP, in Asia, um, over a period of a few minutes. But how they trade. There's just no way, especially during Asia, they could trade like us with their position size. Um, in essence, the round-the-clock nature of future markets provide institutions with flexibility to manage risk, react to global events, and seek opportunities that arise outside of traditional markets. Yeah, exactly. Like, if they're in something and something happens, why would they not want to react if they could? Um, so institutions are probably going to want to capitalize on that. Testing the 200 MA on the 1 minute again. Yeah. I don't know how concerned I am with the 1 minute, but I guess if it's a pattern and it plays out, it's smart to look at. So if we can get past this 80 to 85 level, it doesn't look like there's much on the, the level 2 order-wise to prevent us to going to 100 quickly. It's just that we have to get past that level. And since it's a level we've already been, I could see it happening relatively quickly if that's what it wants to do. It's going to be a little challenging just because there's a fair bit of orders, but everybody might not be looking at all of this. Just looking at, at this, and they might be like, oh, we rolled over here and we dipped down. Maybe we go up now. We're at VWAP. I don't know. Even though he broke it. Maybe that's just it. We are our resistance is VWAP, it looks like. Oh, it does, but I mean, it takes time, and I am tired, so I am going to go to bed at some point tonight. I'm not staying up till 1 a.m. again. Break VWAP. We can break VWAP. We can break through these orders here, and I think we get a push to 100. And then everybody who said 1, which was only like 1 or 2 people, you're right. Otherwise, we moved down to 60 most likely, and for the group of people who said number 2, which I think was nobody, you're right. So nobody will be right. $2 a.m. Well, I might drink a little bit more caffeine than you on a typical day. Especially because you believed some article that caffeine killed your gains, and that's why you weren't drinking these energy drinks. Or you read some article that these energy drinks killed your gains. Yeah. So I could see why you don't drink much caffeine. You don't drink coffee either? Oof. Bless your heart. No caffeine. Not the caffeine, but the other energy drinks. I drink hot teas. Well, at least you drink caffeine. Unless you're drinking decaffeinated tea. Tiger's Discord. Tim Chang is cheating. He used AI to cheat. Oh my. That's funny. Take the L. Only 1120? That's not too bad. I'm assuming you must be trading micros if your amounts are so tiny and irregular with the cents. Looks like a lot of these orders went away here, so maybe we get a nice little push up. I can pray and hope. It looks like it's pushing now. $78. I'm gonna add and take a stop where I'll
Order submitted.
price target up there around 88.75. Ooh, looks like more orders came in. I don't know if I like that as much, but not that many. Still push. Building support, pushing up slowly. My ad will get taken off pretty quick. We just need one more nice push up to about 90, well, just under 90. Hopefully this little 85 order block doesn't throw this all on a wrench. Ooh. If I saw your trade, you'd be flabbergasted. Well, alright, looks like we just got some orders buying in. We just need to break that 85 level and we should get a nice little pop to 90, I think, or just close to 90. Looking fairly strong. 2 NQ for 1 point minus the fees, lol. Oh, well. It's kind of a silly trade. I don't know why you'd trade for 1 point. Unless we were in the red and you're just trying to get back to basically even. I mean, like there, I was like tempted to go like, oh, 78, it's gonna go to 80 real quick, probably, and it did, but like, to trade for 2 points, like, but to 78 to 79, like, that's laughable. Sorry. You were in the red, so yeah, you were just trying to get out. Which is understandable. can get a little push here. Be nice. Yeah, well, I work, so it's just kind of impossible to stream New York. Oh, someone put a huge order block there. Lovely. Went away.
Order submitted.
Hope is we get at least a little push to kind of where that order block was that just vanished. I think the market would like to target that. And it did.
Order filled.
Well, that's nice that you're able to get away for essentially the opening 30, 40 minutes of the market. 10 minutes pre-market, 30 minutes actual market. I think we get a push to the long side, but I've been saying that for a minute now. I just think it's gonna happen in the next few minutes, hopefully. We really need to get past that 85. We're over VWAP now, so maybe we're supporting off VWAP and that can support a higher move up. Well, yeah, that's fair. I mean, work's got to come first if they're paying your bills, so. Um, but that's cool that you're able to work some sort of arrangement with your boss to have a break during that time, typically. Trying to scalp along. Yeah, same. I'm in a long trade and I have a scalp within that trade going. Ibrahim, hey Nick, how's it going? Chilling, just trying to get a nice little push in the market to preferably the 100 level, but I got a scalp going within my trade to, let's just say 88. Any trades tonight, Ibrahim? Some orders coming in at the 80, 16, 15. Disappeared. It looked like a 10 lot was there and disappeared. Now it's 5, so 5 plus 10, 15. I took open, held to run the airport, got 300 in profits. Oh, nice. wedge on the 3-minute. Oh, kind of looks like something there. I don't know what that is. That's like a... I forget what that's called. I'm not sure if that's considered a wedge or not, but I know what you're talking about. It's basically a pattern where it's coming to a tip and it's got to make a decision. I guess it's a triangle. Yeah, triangle. That's, I think, the... It's some sort of triangle. Yeah.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order submitted.
Ranging hard. Yeah, I mean, it's range bound for sure. Hmm. That'll push up maybe? Some orders coming in there. Looks like we're pushing up right now.
Order filled.
That like roughly 5-point scalp. I didn't really do the math. Went through. That's good. Looks like we're going up. Nice little pump. Kind of keep in mind what happened here. This actually kind of looks like a pennant. We were just looking at graphs go up, move sideways. We can just break up again. That's kind of a pennant on a short time frame. Not to say we actually break up, but if it does, that would be a nice pennant. That kind of worked out. Or if, I think, yeah, a pennant where we go up. This is right. Looks just like this. It just takes us to go up to work out. Joy Pepperante, what's up? Chillin'? Trading? You in any trades? Joy? Not yet. Fair. Yeah, I'm long. I was hoping we'd break out right here. It kind of looked like a pennant on a short time frame. Wick have a nice up. I guess it was not very big, and that's where on a short time frame it's kind of confusing, but it looked nice in the fact that we had a nice run, and then we did this little whatever. All it takes is for us to run, and that's a pennant, but this also just looks like chop. So it's a problem. You start looking at chart patterns and you start forcing them sometimes, or getting convinced based off a pattern. We are in this demand zone from August 4th if you zoom out a bit. Oh, I think you're saying like we're kind of in the middle, yeah. I think that kind of shows it better. August 4th is here. Then we have this triangle forming. Someone said 3 minute, but I'm pretty sure this forms out on other time frames as well. It's just probably easier to see on the 3 minute. But you could draw the same lines on the 5 minute. It just looks nice on the 3 minute. About to get profit on that ad of mine. I don't know how many points it was exactly from when I bought it because it was a market order, but probably roughly 10 or 8. I don't know if we can fill it. Maybe we should just take it off just in case. We do have some resistance, it looks like, order wise at the, I don't know what level that is exactly, 86, 85. But just because there's people trying to sell there doesn't mean they won't get filled. And now it looks like they're going to fill. We got support growing down here. Yeah,
Order
yeah,
filled.
those are past These are past. Yeah, I probably should stop trading them. These are
Order
those
submitted.
need a couple more days though, but yeah, they're in the green now, so just try to get out, I guess. Would be smart. No, they're not. Those ones aren't. Got a little sell order, the 91. I think we'll go higher than that, honestly, but kind of to Ibram's point, there's really no point to trade those accounts, so um, I'll lock a little more profit into them, but really just holding risk unnecessarily, because they'll be funded accounts in a couple of days.
Order filled.
Um, Alright, well, as much as I'd like to stay here and trade with y'all all night long, stayed up very late last night, and I think it's time to go to bed shortly. Um, so I'm going to log off, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night, guys. Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good night, guys.